There was a man who fell in a pit, a deep pit, and was unable to get out of the pit. He was struggling. A few minutes later, an objective man passed by, looked at the man in the pit and said, "It's logical for anyone to fall in such a pit." And the guy left. A few minutes later, a subjective man passed by, and he wondered, "Is he really in the pit?" And then he left. An optimist passed by, looked at the guy in the pit and said, "Things could have been worse." A pessimist passed by, looked at the guy in the pit and said, "Things will get worse." An evasive person passed by, looked at the guy in the pit and avoided the subject of the pit altogether and went his way. A self-pitying person passed by, looked at the guy in the pit and said, "You have seen nothing yet until you see my pit." A Pharisee passed by, looked at the guy in the pit and said, "Only sinners fall in the pit." A critic passed by, looked at the guy in the pit and said, "Only careless people fall in the pit." A Pentecostal preacher passed by, looked at the man in the pit and told him, "Confess you're not in the pit." A motivational speaker passed by, looked at the man in the pit and told him, "Be positive about your pit." A scientist passed by, looked at the guy in the pit, and he began to compute the speed at which the guy fell in the pit. The tax collector passed by, looked at the man in the pit, and demanded to know whether he had paid the taxes for living in the pit. The city engineer passed by, looked at the guy in the pit, and demanded to know whether he had a permit for digging the pit. A news reporter passed by, and she wanted an exclusive coverage of how the man ended up in the pit. Finally, Jesus passed by. He looked at the girl in the pit, stooped low, stretched his hand, and lifted her out of the pit. He didn't care what led to the unwanted pregnancy. He didn't care whether she was committing adultery. He didn't dig the history. He didn't care what led to HIV/AIDS. He simply led her out of the pit. Now,